What's up, guys, and welcome back to Planet Coaster 2. If you're enjoying this series, make sure to leave a like on the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. In the last episode, we successfully built this bridge over top of our lazy river right here. We completed our third station for the cable car system, and now guests actually use the thing, which is amazing. It's looking a little dead at the moment, but maybe that'll change later on today. And then, of course, we added in a whole bunch of these blueprint flat rides. Now, what we're going to do today is kind of focus on some of the smaller, finer details, some of the stuff I might have missed in previous episodes. So this one might be a little bit shorter than you'd like, but I do hope you guys enjoy nonetheless. We're going to have a surprise guest appearance a little while later on as well, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But the first thing that I want to do today is take a little ride on each of these flat rides. That way we can see what they're all about. So we're going to drop down in our first-person camera view, and we're just gonna kind of budge in line. We own the place. Sorry about it, guys. We're gonna be starting with the tamest ride out here, the Tiny Eye. I believe in Planet Coaster 1 it was called the Whirly Rig, but some of these, actually most of these rides out here do spin quite a bit. So those that do, we probably won't, experience the entire sequence. We'll just kind of try to get a feel for everything. This is one of those ones I don't think we really have to ride any further. It just goes around and around and around. But it's cool, Great for kids. Looks like we've got quite a few adults and teenagers in line as well. So that's cool. Moving right along here, we're just getting our feet wet, metaphorically speaking, with that one. But now we are literally going to get our feet wet on the monsoon chute, I think is what this one's called. Here we go. Big ol' splash there at the bottom. I love it. I don't think this ride has too many different sequences. There's like a high drop and a low drop, I believe. Nothing super crazy. Let's see, this might be the low drop. I'm pretty sure that last one was the high drop. Maybe it's gonna be another high drop. No, not as high. Wait for the free fall. Here it is, and the splash. Nice. Nice, I like it. I like it, Picasso. The theming of these is just unreal, though. I know I said that before in the previous episode. It's very, very well done. Is that a, hang on. Is that a custom roof? Yo, chill out. I can't think straight when you're hooting and hollering like that. I gotta exit out of this camera view real quick. Is this a straight up custom roof? I can't even click on it. Oh, there it is. It's not, it's a dormer. I see, okay, never mind. I got excited. Thought I just stumbled upon a new scenery piece for us to use. Let's get back to our first person camera view. This area's pretty large. I definitely think we need some additional stuff out here to kind of fill the void, so to speak. Actually, you know what? Before we go on this one, because I think we're really, really gonna enjoy that. Let's head back here to the teacups. This is one of those ones that's just gonna spin a lot, so we probably won't spend too much time on it, but I think it's important to at least check them all out, How we doing? Hey, yeah, it's me. I know, owner of, I was gonna say, Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome, owner of Toogii Land, in the flesh. I know, crazy, right? Probably never thought you'd be sat next to me on some teacups. Ride operator. There we go. The gates have closed. Let's get this show on the road. I'm just gonna look straight ahead. Ooh, the music is nice, though. I'm a big fan of that, and I didn't even really pay much attention to what's going on in the middle there. We've got a tuk-tuk. That is cool. Yeah, the music very, like, salsa-esque. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, that's enough spinning. I don't need any of you guys to feel nauseous while riding these things. So again, we're gonna skip over that big one. Where did you people just come from? And let's move on over to this guy. Did the devs put plants? They did. They put plants on the ride itself. That's kind of cool, actually. That's a really good idea. We'll let these new guests all get situated. There we go. Dude, the lighting in this game compared to the original is so impressive. And like, Look at the reflections. Wait, did that dude just... You zoom in far enough and the guests will lose their glasses and or sunglasses. But look at the reflections like on these chairs. It's crazy good. Oh, and then we've got speakers behind all of us too, don't we? That's pretty sweet. I don't know how to feel about the open flame just behind all of our heads. That seems a bit problematic. We'll pretend that it's CGI. It's not even real. Oh, what the heck going on now? I thought it was just gonna spin. I didn't know it did all this extra stuff. That is cool. That is really cool. I think that might be a speaker above us as well. Sweet. I don't really hear any music or anything though, so maybe it's not a speaker at all. But that's enough of this one too. Too much spinning. We've got one more that spins a whole lot. The Surf 2.0, Surfs 2.0, is that what it's called? Oh no, it's called Polarity. We could probably just hop on now, right? Mid-ride, we own the place, again. No big deal. Oh, see, and I didn't even notice the little wave things. The ride is actually ending right now, isn't it? Excellent timing. All right, we'll wait around a second. Uh-oh. Some of those people, ooh, look like they're gonna yak. Yeah, there's quite a bit at the exit. We're gonna work on that today. We do need some more trash cans. I remember in the original game as well, we would try to place a trash can, you know, at the exit of every ride. And that's just one of those things I completely forgot to do here. Holy. Maybe too much spinning? I didn't really even think that that was a possibility. Yikes. Hang on, it might straighten itself out maybe? No, the car that we're sitting in spins, and then the arm that we're attached to, yeah, we gotta call it on this one. The arm that we're attached to also spins. Probably not the safest place to stand. I mean, the guests obviously really enjoy that. See, I wanted to be on it for this part. Anyways, moving right along here, we have one final ride, and the line for it is super, super long. I'm kind of glad that we don't have proper queues out here. I'm surprised to see that the guests sort of just form their own line. Oh, it's starting. Hang on. Wait for me. Okay, here we are. Ooh, does that dude have a taco shirt? Or is that pineapple? I honestly don't know what that is, but I dig the shirt, my man. And the Volkswagen buggy above us isn't actually attached. I mean, it is attached, but not physically attached to the ride. I don't love that. I really don't love that. But this is cool. We've got sort of like a hotel facade over on the side there. That hammerhead shark with his gold tooth. Not a bad ride. None of these rides are bad rides in the slightest bit. But again, probably too much spinning for us. And there you have it. That is every ride in the park now ridden. So, moving right along here, I'm actually just gonna run on over to our brand spanking new beautiful bridge. And in this area, I do think I'm gonna remove the rustic path, and I wanna see how it would look if we sort of brought a natural path. Oh, can I actually not? I just tried to jump with spacebar. Can I actually not go over that? I can't. What about over here? No, the curb is doing its job. So let's change our camera angle again. But I want to see how it would look if we took a natural path all the way out to the edge of the lazy river. Just in this area where it's nice and sandy. Because I think we could add some cabanas in here and just kind of make it a little bit more lively feeling. Using our path draw tool, I've gone around the entire perimeter, but if we do this, I know we're gonna have to end up adjusting the lazy river a little bit, right? Because we're gonna have some kind of hard edges, and that's not a good look for a lazy river. Intersecting terrain. Okay, maybe it's not gonna be that easy. It seems like that's only going to be a problem around the staircase, so I guess we'll just try to avoid that area. We're starting to get somewhere now. We've got a nice border all the way around this sort of peninsula island bit here in the middle. Everywhere except for around the staircase. Obviously, it wasn't going to allow us to do that, at least not super easily. I do think I'm going to leave the trees until we get some cabanas in here, and then we can kind of move those around wherever the cabanas sit. But I don't love the jagged edges, so I want to see if we can smooth that out. I don't know that we can, but I'm going to try anyways, and then we'll have to go through and replace all of those lazy river jets. Well, I mean, it worked for most of the corners. This is all nice and smooth now. We've still got this guy here that I can't round off or round out at all. And then I think there was one more, yeah, on this side. Just can't fix it for whatever reason, but I like the way that this is looking. I think we probably should have done this from the get-go. I don't necessarily want our guests to exit to the middle like this, which they will probably do, but I just think it would kind of church up the area a little bit, you know? With that all taken care of, we're gonna grab one of these fantastic looking cabana structures and just drag it on all the way over to here. I was kind of thinking they might be too big for this area, but there's some open space here. To be honest, I think that just 4 of these is really all that we're gonna be able to fit in this area. I really want to try to keep this as open as possible. That way we don't see a bunch of guests becoming ghosts and Danny phantoming their way through the things. But I had another idea with these. I do still have to fix the trees and add sun loungers, of course. But my idea with these now is to take them all over here so that we can replace these super boring default canopies. We will still have to change the color of the roof of that thing and the curtains inside so we can still have our Rasta theme going on. See, look at how much cooler these look than these things. Also, these, in theory, should provide more shade, which I'm assuming the guests will appreciate. But I've still got many more of them to go through, so I'll see you guys in a minute.
2 very boring minutes later.
You just can't tell me that these don't look a whole heck of a lot better than the old ones. The previous ones just felt cheap. These feel a little bit more luxurious, so hopefully the guests will appreciate that. I did make sure to go around and add just a couple more trash cans in this area, but we have to duplicate even more of them because the lazy river desperately needs some as well. This, again, really? Guests can't reach a park entrance and want to leave. Let's see about that. You okay, guys? You doing all right? I'm glad to see you using the cable car or the gondola. That's pretty sick. What's the problem here? Why can't you... Do you just need a little help? Interesting. So it seems to me like this path is too close to the edge of the park, and therefore the guests don't think that they can walk on it. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna try to rework this a little bit then, and maybe it'll work out. All right, I think it's finally time for us to add back in the old hot tub. Did someone say hot tub? Oh my god, it's frat Toogii. Don't you have a frat to be in? Don't you have like some brewskis to thumb gun with the bros or something? Anyways, after I had completed our original hot tub, a handful of you had suggested that there's an easier method for us to get a perfectly circular pool. So that's what I'm gonna try real quick. We'll see if it really is easier. I'm all for making this game more simple, or simpler. I still don't know that that's a real word. So now that we have our hexagon stamped down, we're just gonna use the rounding tool to kind of round out these corners, and it actually does work. Why didn't I think of this? Honestly, if you missed watching my previous method, don't worry about it. You're not missing anything. This is definitely the way to go. I do want to change the bottom of the pool and the edge of the pool to to something else though. So now that we have those selected, we're gonna use our customize brush. There we are. And that reminds me, since we used a blueprint pool for this area, we should probably go around and change it as well. I think it would look considerably better, and it would just kind of match all of our other pools, which I'm a big fan of. And while I'm tackling this, I'm pretty sure that I forgot to mention this while we were riding our flat rides, but starting next week, I think we're gonna go back to the Monday, Wednesday, Friday upload schedule for Planet Coaster 2. So we'll have Tuesdays and Thursdays either for streams or just so we can play some different games again. I've really been wanting to check out the latest original House Flipper, not House Flipper 2, but the original House Flipper game had a pretty substantial update recently. I really gotta take a look at it. And I'm also kind of missing Storage Hunter Simulator, just a little bit. I know it didn't gain much traction, but I was really having a pretty good time playing it, and I don't want it to turn into another Denizen situation where we have this like insane end goal of buying a mega mansion that's just so unobtainable. And because of that, I just haven't even played that game since. But there we go. The pool is now finished. Using our multi-select tool, we're just gonna grab this here hot tub and slide it on over inside of our cave. I really should probably be a bit more hush-hush when I say hot tub, just so we don't get another visit from Frat Toogii. That guy, he really sucks. But there we go. The hot tub is back. All we need now are the like smoke particles and maybe some bubbles and stuff. Now, the last time we built a hot tub, I completely skipped over the underwater bubbles because I had them sat above the water. You do have to put them underwater for them to work. Surprise, surprise. I'll probably use those. I don't remember what we used for steam. Oh, probably these. Yeah, probably boiling steam. That checks out. A lot of you had also suggested kind of adding in a waterfall effect, either in this opening or potentially even both the openings. So I think I'm gonna do that as well. This is another one of those things that we totally should have done just from the get-go. The waterfalls look incredible. And I think our hot tub this time around looks quite a bit more realistic than the old one. If only our guests cared to use our pool facilities now, dude. All they care about are the flat rides and the coasters. Look at this. Oh, wait. Hang on. It could just be because we're getting new guests. A lot of new guests and several old guests now leaving. They're not old. They're just, their time here is up. God, that sounds worse. I mean, they might as well be dead to me anyways, because look where they're all heading. Not to the changing rooms, not to swim in the pools, but to go on the flat rides and the coasters. Bummer, man. Yeah, this pool, empty. Even the slides. There's nobody. Nobody in the queues for the slides. Awesome. Cool. Let's just hope that once they get their theme park fix, they might want to experience what Toogii Land's water park has to offer. We did spend like over 70 hours on just the water park aspect of things. I'm not bitter. I'm not sad at all. Do I seem sad? That's crazy. The very last thing that I want to tackle today is adding some much needed scenery to our now beloved flat ride area. Hey guys, when you're like finished with this, you mind checking out the water park? It'd be pretty cool just for a couple minutes. You don't have to stay there for like forever. Unless you want to, then that's cool. And stop littering. Please, we have trash cans. Oh, you know what, actually? That's the one flat ride that I didn't add a trash can to its exit. We'll just fix that up real quick. Okay, that's my bad. That's my bad.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
I think you can probably guess what I'm about to say, but a little greenery really does go a long way. This area looks so much better than it used to. And we just had our first breakdown ever with, what's this one called? Polarity, I believe. It looks like Forge 2 is in critical condition. That might bode well for us, though, as far as, like, the water park side of things go. You never know. Maybe these guests are on their way to find a changing room as we speak. It would be really funny to see somebody just hop into the lazy river, like, fully clothed. I don't think that that's a possibility, but it would be pretty funny. And there it is. Forge, I believe is what this one is called, has also broke down. And it looks like Teacups is in poor condition as well. So our mechanics, even though we have like 10,000 of them now, since they're wandering, they're not really getting around to all the rides in a timely manner. So next episode, I do think we should probably start trying to add some more staff zones, even though they don't really work properly for all staff. At least then our mechanics can make their rounds and do what they need to do. And on that note, that is where we're going to have to wind things down at for today. I know it's going to be a really, really short episode, but over the weekend, I'm going to spend some time just sort of thinking about what our next expansion or next ride is going to be. We have a lot of empty space here. Really, this whole area, I mean, is prime real estate. But once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace. Frat Toogii. I just kind of had this random idea, and I'm gonna commit to the bit. All right, I gotta go get an outfit. Did someone say hot tub? All right, here we go. Frat Toogii, take one. All right, that's it.